Hi guys, my name is Anna, and I'm going to walk you through the maps I made for my final project. The purpose of my project was to explore and examine some inequality in California. I chose to do this by comparing one of the richest counties in California, Marin County, to one of the poorest counties, Imperial County. And the first way I chose to explore this inequality was through racial demographics. I ultimately chose to use dot density to display this. I kind of debated using choropleth maps and showing one race at a time, but I figured it was ultimately more effective if you could see the entirety of the racial breakdown through dot density and also get to see kind of where the population is most concentrated. In the case of Marin, it's most concentrated near the Bay, near the San Francisco. I also chose to make a pie chart and include the breakdown in the bottom left corner because I felt that it was an easier way to have the users be able to quantify how much of the population belongs in each category. As we can see in Marin, the overwhelming majority is Caucasian, followed by Hispanic, and I just felt like this was a way to make it more user-friendly. The style of my Marin County map is very similar to the Imperial County map. Obviously, there is a bit different placement for where I put the pie chart and title due to the shape of Marin and Imperial being very different. Again, most of the cartograph design was very simple. It looked a bit different just because most of the population was concentrated in only a few census tracts because the population is much less in Imperial County. And for both of these dot density maps, I used data from the U.S. Census Bureau. The second set of maps I made compares the income distribution of Marin County to Imperial County. And due to the disparity between the level of wealth and income with the two counties, there wasn't really a way that I could classify the data naturally through natural breaks or something like that within the program, so I chose to use the United States standard for breaking down income distribution, and I felt that was actually best because it's kind of the natural way we go about thinking of that and makes it easy for the user to not only understand but also compare between the two counties. One point of interest with Marin County was this little census tract right here is actually the 1.8%, and the median family income there is $0. When I was looking through my data and found that, I was confused until I looked up and found that that census tract is actually a state prison, which explains why the median family income is so low, and otherwise Marin County would not even start until the third categorization. The fourth and final map I made was of the income distribution of Imperial County, and much of the principles are the same as the previous map of Marin County's income distribution. Again, just minor things with the shape of Imperial County being the way that it is, placement of other items were at the top, kind of to balance out the way that the map looked. The data I used for the income distribution maps came from actually the U.S. Department of Agriculture. I was kind of not really planning or sure what I was going to do, and I found this CSV file that had a ton of data at census tract level, and ultimately used that. I just had to put it in LibreOffice and perform a table join in ArcMap in order to import the data and visualize it. Each of the maps, I think, does a great job at displaying their specific purpose. I think ultimately the website is the best resource for using these maps to compare inequality in California. I included a lot of other information that hopefully contextualizes the maps and highlights their purpose in ways on and off the map. Thank you so much for listening. Hope you enjoyed my project.